Peace, peace, it's Nitty Scott MC, and you are rocking with MVTV. Viva la boombox.
Speaking about culture and community, listening to one of your songs, Walk Like a Duck, you talked about a specific type of female.
Yeah.
How does Nitty Scott empower young women not to be that duck that you talked about?
Well, I feel like just my existence, you know, as far as like the message I promote combined with, I guess, the physical, I feel like it's a message in itself, just because I'm out here telling these young females, like, if you're beautiful, that's great, but that's not it. And you're not entitled to a life full of success and riches because you have a pretty face. And I feel like, you know, our society has gotten to a point where it's like, you know, people are just handing out fame cards, you know what I'm saying? And I'm out here really legitimately pursuing something that, you know, doesn't just benefit me, but, you know, also benefits others. You know, I have my own business, you know, I'm 21 years old, I'm driven, I'm focused, and I'm not, you know, looking for a man to take care of me. I'm not, you know what I'm saying, looking to exploit the physical. You know, it's like, I feel like I can just represent that, you know what I'm saying, for a lot of young girls right now. I feel like, you know, you turn on the TV and they see all of these examples, you know, of what they could be, and there's really no positive influence out there saying, you know, yo, it's not all about that, you know what I'm saying? It's not all about being the baddest bitch in the room or whatever the case may be. And because I'm out there, you know, saying that, and I'm somebody who is young, who they can relate to, I feel like I'm able to get that message across much more. I have my qualms with, you know, the industry situation overall, as far as just, you know, being someone who's really stuck, you know, really stubborn on being able to represent what I want to represent. But at the same time, I feel like holding off on a label situation was more about making a statement, you know, for the indie side of things, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to be a barrier breaker, and I feel like if I was to just come out here and be looking for that cookie cutter formula of success, which is like, yo, I'm gonna put out my mixtape, I'm gonna film some videos, I'm just do what I gotta do so that I can get signed and, you know, get in front of the right people who will break me and make me famous. And that's sort of like, you know, the typical ladder. I don't see how that would make me special, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that would make me a part of the system. That would make me a part of someone who was just willing to exploit their talents, you know, in exchange for something from the entertainment industry. And, you know, I'm pretty much just like everyone else. For me to stay true and say, you know what, I'm going to continue to empower myself and listeners to exercise their right and their choice to support what they want to, as opposed to being spoon-fed all the time and being told, like, yo, this is hot, eat this, support this, this is the next hot, whatever. You know what I'm saying? My fans, because of the fact that I remain independent, they're able to really exercise their right as, like, consumers, you know, like, they're empowered. They're saying, like, you know what, this is what I critically make the decision to listen to, you know what I'm saying, as opposed to what some top DJ, you know, is putting in their rotation, saying this is what you should be bumping, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to be a part of that, as opposed to someone who was just down to get pimped out by the industry so that I can gain, you know what I'm saying? By staying true to this whole grassroots movement, I'm giving other people opportunities, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm breaking down barriers and opening doors for other people who want to do the same thing. And I feel like that makes my work much more worthwhile than sitting on a pile of money saying that I did it, but I had to put my name on the dotted line and sell my soul and you know, put aside all of my beliefs in order to do that. I don't think there's anything inspiring about that. Well, B.Y.O.B is, it stands for the Bring Your Own Boombox tour. And that's something that we're actually trying to put together right now. It hasn't come to full fruition yet, but we are going to try to utilize, you know, the use of the Kickstarter and, you know, some of our own organic resources, you know, once again, to put together, you know, a tour. And we're still trying to narrow down, you know, what the locations would be and, you know, everything that we want to do. But I just think it would be really dope as far as the statement goes to say that my own fans put me on the road. You know, like that would just be amazing, and it would continue to give power to the artist to say, you know what, you can hit the road and make money and, you know, do all these things and like have no type of cosign or backing or affiliation, nothing but loyal fans who want to support you. So we're gonna try to make that happen, bring your own boombox tour, and definitely stay tuned for that. I've been in these meetings, you know, before where it's like we'll be there and there's really no conversation as to like what my vision is, you know what I'm saying, and what I want to do and what I want to bring to the table. You know, I know what it's like for someone to have me in their office simply because they've heard my name. They're not familiar with what I do. They're not familiar with what my message is or, you know, what my sound is about or anything. They just know, like, I heard you're hot, you're bubbling, and we just gotta get you in the office. And it's like, okay, so I'm here, you know what I'm saying, what's up? And it's like, well, here's what I see. I think that we should da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, you don't even know who I am, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, you already, I've seen people, like, I've been in meetings with people that have full-blown, like, blueprints as to, like, what they want to do with me. And I feel like, you know, when an artist signs to a label, it should be a mutual thing, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like, yeah, you know, I am going to be receiving, you know, support from this label, but, in return, they have to respect my vision. And that's something that it's just gotten so blurry, I feel like, in the music industry, where it's like you should already know, you know, if you're signing, you know, any sort of standard deal, that at that point you're gonna automatically be in debt to this company. You know what I'm saying? Like, the minute you sign a deal, you are in debt. And most people, it's like they get this opposite view where it's like, so and so got $1 million deal, so they're like a millionaire now, they're rich. And it's like, no, actually they owe a company $1 million now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's more how I look at it. You know, so then it's about making sure that that company recoups on what they invested into you. So before you're even seeing a dime off of your own art, you might be out here famous, popular, all of that, but you are still in debt with this label. You know what I'm saying? And you making like a penny off of your album sales or whatever the case may be. Like, it's just not something that I'm interested in doing right now. Am I down to sign to a label in the future? Yes, I am. You know, I'm not against it, but it's really a matter of finding someone who